Oh my god, come on, y'all. So, as y'all see, I'm in my lazy position. I have been grinding. My free-to-play gems. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that aware of how many free-to-play gems I had. Right? I've gotten like about a few multis at this point, like 10, 12, I don't know. But I've gotten a decent amount of multis free to play. Which is funny because I'm always buying. It's like, damn, this whole time I have free to play multis, but I guess I haven't grinded it. So if you guys don't know, I've been getting shafted galore. We have enough to pity one of the two, but we're missing 2 out of the 3 characters. We have 9 more days to get one of the 2 characters. We don't have Ray and we don't have Mari. The whole point is, if you're asking why haven't I pitied one of the 2 yet, it's because I want to summon on the banner, which is probably going to be Mari's banner right now. I want to summon on Mari's banner, and then I want to see if I can get her here. If I pull, it doesn't really matter what banner I summon on, but whatever banner I summon on, whoever I get between the 2, I just pity the other one. That's the whole point. So it doesn't really matter whose banner I'm summoning on. Come on though. Oh my god. It's fine. Alrighty, y'all. So obviously the real video is obviously Mari tested out with Red Hood. I wanted to try this out so badly because Red Hood is one of the few characters who actually has pierced up the entire game, right? Once you enter the battle, she always has pierce. So the one good thing about Red Hood and this Red Hood and Mari combo is that Mari gives a pierce damage buff to all allies just by hitting an enemy core. That's going to be very, very interesting, especially since she is giving an attack damage buff when we use her burst skill every burst rotation, and she also is giving an attack buff to Red Hood as well. We have Zxous on the team just because Zxous is also pierce buffer, right? I don't necessarily need her, but I feel like these pierce buffers are really good. Like, this is a comp I would run, right? I think honestly, if when I get Mari and when I get Ray, my final team for them is going to be Zxous, Mari, Asuka, Ray, and then probably Moderni on that last slot. That's probably going to be my final team for that composition right there. I don't know. I really do think Mari is a great character. I really do think Ray and Oscar are great. If it comes down to where I have to pick one of the 2, I'm probably gonna pick Ray because Mari is great and all, but I have Crown. Ray is more of like a character that is another like unique burst 3, I would say. So there is that, but I expect this character Red Hood to just absolutely obliterate, right? Because you got to remember, we now have this pierce damage buff, right? We just have it basically the entire game because all we need to do to have it up is literally it's all we need is literally just to attack the core, and that's easy for Mari, especially as a sniper. So you guys can kind of see there 91 million. Like, and to give you guys an idea of how like different that is, I'm gonna take Mari off the team, right? I'm gonna take Mari off the team to give you guys an idea of how crazy that is. We could take Mari off the team and put in Crown, right? Which probably isn't fair because Crown is level 200 or 300. It's fine. I want to see, right? That pierce damage buff, I do think that pierce damage buff is really fantastic for Pierce. And it's not like, oh, she's just a pierce damage buffer, but she is actually a attack buffer and attack damage buffer. So all the attack like types of buffs I think you would want for a character. But she is just so freaking good. It really is something. So boom, 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 boom. Are we gonna get the same amount? I think we might actually. We might be getting the same amount, if not more, with oh no, it was far less with our Red Hood or with Crown. Far less. I mean, every single shot being a pierce damage buff is insane. It is quite insane. So yeah, Mari, I'm not saying Mari is better than Crown. I don't think anybody would say that, but when it comes to these pierce characters, Mari is definitely going to be that girl. Like, let's keep it a G, right? Mari is just gonna be that girl. Let's see how much we're gonna get this entire game. I want Mari so badly, but I'm trying to like pull them, bro, and I'm just getting unlucky. Like, I'm dead ass getting unlucky. Literally, I've never been shafted this much on a collab. Like, my last shaft on a collab was probably I think it was one of the last collabs. It was either Reezer or I think it was ReZero or was a freaking thing, but yeah, 93 million. It was ReZero or thing. To be fair, look, nobody else is doing damage though. That's the one thing, right? Nobody else is doing damage here, but literally, what's her name? Red Hood. So maybe that's why, obviously, but you can't deny the Pierce that even like freaking what's her name, Maxwell. My Maxwell has no gear on for real. Just to have a Pierce damage buff, and attack damage buff, and then the attack buff every other 5 seconds. You're gonna know when you get the attack buff. Look right here. So Mari just gave herself these buffs, right? Mari has attack 30% up buff for herself, and then everybody on the team gets an attack 30% buff of her attack, right? And then she also gets the Pierce effect now. So not only are we going to enter a burst skill, but she has the Pierce effect while we enter a burst skill. And that's going to be very, very nice, right? So I do like this character specifically for Pierce characters. This is a content where Red Hood is type advantage, 229 million, and she is the only DPS here. Like, let's keep it a buck. Who is she comparing with? Competing with, I mean. Very, very, very good character. I wish I could take it outside of electric shooting range to show you guys. Obviously, I don't have Mari, so it is what it is. But here, let me try another comp. Here, we could try this. I'm not actually going to control Alice, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of Alice, right? Obviously, Alice is a character that requires boomer hands. Oh, I just hurt my hand. But Alice is a character who requires boomer hands, and I'm not breaking my fingers to use the character. I'm sorry. Respectfully, if y'all like Alice, you like Alice. So I'm not you, you're not me. Keck. But anyways, let's see. So, I mean, both of these characters both have pierced the entire game, right? Alice and Red Hood are two characters who have pierced the entire game, right? Bro, Alice has it until she falls below 80%. I kind of like her kit. She has it until she falls below 80%, and then when she falls below 80%, she actually just brings her HP back up to 80%, then she gets it again. So look, right here, we're at 12 million without even controlling it, right? Well, we're barely getting, we're just shooting, to be honest. The reload is very slow there. We're just shooting, though. That's just instant. Like, we're literally just shooting there. Right? It could go way faster. It could go way faster if I just controlled it. But you know. Your boy's still working on them, but I'm not really training. I'm not gonna lie. Because when I do it myself, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. When I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I do it myself, it never works. Right? The little freaking it never works, bro. It literally never works for me. So I'm not sure how people are doing it, but hey, I try my best, y'all. I do try my best. Oh, and then Red Hood is gonna pop off here. So we didn't actually get Mari's buff here, but that's Red Hood herself, right? But yeah, I do think basically the moral of the story is Mari is fantastic with any character who has a Pierce. Like, that's just the moral of the story, right? That's why at the end of the day, I want my final team to be, actually I could make the team, right? I could make the team. I want it to be this. Right, and then I would have Modernia at the end. Modernia would be at the end here. This is what I want the end goal team to be. We don't need you because I actually own the character. But this right here is what I want the end goal team to be. Just because it's like, oh, can I give them gear? Oh, I cannot. It's fine. It's fine. Here, let me actually just like quickly gear up these two, and then we'll go in here with this team. This, not my end goal team, I don't feel like. Maybe, because Zwei, I feel like Zwei is very cool here. Maybe I don't need Zwei. Zwei is the only one that I would probably switch around. But the other four are definitely, like, Evangelion team is a staple team for me, right? Mari will probably get switched around if I need her on other Pierce teams, like maybe if I'm running her with Snow White, right? But I feel like I like this team because it gives me a reason to use Zwei, which is nice. I like being able to use characters that I'm necessarily not going to really use. Zwei, unfortunately, was one of those characters. But now with Mari and how much these characters are getting with their Pierce, I feel like I might as well just run Zwei, right? But you could see, okay, Modernia is just doing Modernia things, right? And we're not even type advantage here at all when it comes to these other two, right? But then Ray's gonna pop off. Ray doesn't have the Pierce effect. That's the only thing. Ray doesn't have a Pierce effect at all. But everybody else, not Modernia either. Modernia doesn't get a Pierce effect either, if I remember correctly. It's just Asuka. But the whole point is that you have Zwei and Mari. Maybe not Zwei because it's not necessary for Asuka, but you have Mari here to buff up Asuka with the Pierce, and then the attack damage and attack buff goes to Asuka, Ray, and Modernia. You have Asuka here to buff up Ray and Modernia. You have Ray here to buff up Asuka and Modernia. Like, the team is buffing. Everybody's buffing up somebody. Zwei is buffing up Ray, Asuka. Mari's buffing up Asuka, Ray, and Mari, and Zwei in a sense. Asuka's buffing up the other 3. Ray is buffing up the other 3. Modernia is buffing up herself, and then she's also giving, what is it? I think a hit rate buff or whatever to these characters. Like, this is a team that's just like all helping out each other. It is going to be wonky because we have level 200s here. If I did just bring, like, look, that's why it looks so pathetic here, right? Because we're comparing level 200s and 300s. That's why it looks so bad. But let me turn on the scope block real quick, make it a bit fair, and then yeah, we can, it's fine, doesn't really matter. We don't have to have type advantage all the time just to do a showcase, right? But these characters, I mean, I guess I could, because there are 3 of them are fire, 2 of them are lightning, right? But now that they're all level 200, no overload, you're gonna be able to see, right? You're gonna be able to see. And I do think these characters are great, right? I think the whole Evangelion collab, when it comes to actually how good the character actually is, I do think they did cook, right? And actually, I'm here fighting a boss. Let me fight a mob. Let me fight mobs. My bad. Let me fight mobs, because both, remember, Ray and Mari. Let me just actually go to type advantage. All right, so remember, y'all, both Ray and Mari actually do have AoEs, right? They have AoEs and actually a high percentages. Mari's is at 600%, Ray's is at 990%. AoE is pretty good, right? So I think it's a very nice combination for just, like, I guess, mob farming. Boss with ads, you're gonna get a real kick out of that. Obviously, boom. So all of them took damage. You can see Mari did some decent damage there. Mari's always just gonna do decent damage, because 600% and it's like 630% of final attack with all her buffs is quite crazy, right? The only thing is Mari's not fire. If Mari was a fire character as well, then she would have been getting the buffs that Ray and Asuka are giving fire characters. But yeah, you could kind of see these characters don't play. When it comes to Ray, she doesn't play. Mari, they don't play. Asuka, they don't play. I like these characters. I think all 3 of them are good. I think this was by far the best collab when it comes to characters. I would say this is easily the best collab when it comes to characters. Even the Nier collab didn't have as powerful characters as these 3, right? A2 was very close, and honestly, you could argue A2 is better, or A2 was better on release than now, like now with these characters. But I do think these characters are quite the characters, right? I know this sounds, it's just crazy because this was a Red Hood showcase and Red Hood is not even here, so you guys can kind of get the gist of it. It's gonna kind of be the same, but I'm gonna end the video there for you guys since Red Hood is no longer on the screen. So, oh, my hair looks flat. I gotta pick it. It's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys want to see next, what combinations, all that stuff, and please, somebody give me luck. I need luck, because I'm getting shafted on this game, but it is what it is. Your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.